Okay, so you're going to be the mother of the bride.
Oh, exciting.
It is. And finding that perfect dress.
Yeah.
It's a big deal, right? I mean, it's not just about looking good.
Yeah.
It's about feeling absolutely amazing on this special day.
Absolutely.
So we are diving into this blog post
Yeah.
from Darianna Bridal and Tuxedo.
Okay.
They're a bridal shop in Pennsylvania.
Uh,
And they really break down, like, how to choose a flattering mother of the bride dress.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love these kind of guidelines.
based on your body type.
Yes.
And we're not just gonna, like, list out what they suggest.
Right.
We're gonna really get into, like, why certain styles work
The why is important.
for different shapes,
Yeah.
and how you can use their tips to find a dress that makes you feel
Yes.
confident and beautiful.
Beautiful. Yeah. I think what's really fascinating about this particular
Yeah.
article is that they emphasize
Okay.
going beyond just your body shape.
Oh, interesting.
Like they talk about how the time of day of the wedding, the theme, you know how formal it is.
Oh, wow.
Even the venue itself
Makes sense.
all play a role in what dress is going to be the right dress.
It's a whole picture.
It is a whole picture.
Not just like, oh, I'm this shape, so I wear this dress. Now,
Yeah.
all right, so let's jump into, like, their actual advice.
Okay.
They start off with what they call the apple shape,
Okay.
which they describe as having
Yep.
broader shoulders,
Yep.
fuller midsection,
Okay.
and slimmer legs.
Yeah.
Like-
So for this particular shape,
Yeah.
the key is creating a defined waistline
Okay.
and balancing those proportions.
Got it.
And that's why they recommend
Yes.
A-line silhouettes.
Okay.
Because they have that fitted bodice.
Right.
So it cinches you in at the waist.
Yes.
And then flows out,
Yeah.
drawing attention to the waistline.
Okay, so it's that, like, nipping in
Yes.
at the waist.
Yes, exactly.
That's really flattering.
Exactly.
They specifically mention
Yeah.
flowy fabrics like chiffon
Oh.
being really ideal for
Yeah.
this.
And chiffon drapes beautifully,
Yes.
without clinging,
Right.
which, minimizes bulk around the midsection
Yeah.
and creates that really flattering, flowy effect.
Totally.
And they also talk about
Okay.
enhancing the look
Uh-huh.
by defining the upper body
Okay.
with some interesting necklines
Oh, fun.
and sleeves.
So it's not just like the
Yeah.
basic shape of the dress, but there's all these extra details that
Yeah.
can make it even more flattering.
Personalize it too.
Yeah.
It's those finishing touches.
Okay, cool. So moving on, then we have the pear shape,
Okay.
which is narrower shoulders,
Yes.
smaller bust, and a wider body.
Wider hips.
Yeah.
So here the strategy is
Yeah.
to minimize that lower half
Makes sense.
and draw attention upwards.
Okay.
And they say again,
Uh-huh.
A-line gowns are great for this.
Yeah.
Because they balance out the proportions.
Okay.
You know, you've got a little bit more
Yes.
here up here.
That they suggest off the shoulder
Yeah.
V-neck or boat neck lines
Boat neck.
for this shape because it helps visually widen the shoulders.
Visually wide. Yeah, it's all about
Yeah.
playing with those lines
Yeah.
visually.
Ugh.
They also mention details like side drapes
Oh, interesting.
or asymmetrical flourishes at the waist
Okay.
to create that balanced look.
Yeah.
And imagine for a pear shape
Uh-huh.
how stunning a statement necklace would be.
Oh, yeah.
With one of those necklines, you're
Wow.
really drawing the eye upward.
Oh, that's such a good point.
Right.
You're already thinking beyond just the dress.
But it's all connected.
Yeah.
The dress is the foundation.
Yeah.
But then the accessories,
Yeah.
the shoes, hairstyle,
Yeah.
it all plays a part.
Okay, on to the strawberry shape,
Okay.
which is broad shoulders, fuller bust, and narrower hips.
Yeah. So with this one, the goal
Yes.
is to soften the upper body
Okay.
and add some volume below.
Got it.
And they recommend
Yeah.
V-necks
Okay.
and fit and flare dresses that
Ah.
cinch at the waist.
So kind of similar.
Yes, very similar
To the pear.
to the pear.
In that regard?
Yeah. But it's for slightly different reasons.
Okay.
We're softening here.
Yeah.
We're adding volume here
Right.
to
Right.
create that balance.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Um.
They mention ruching
Yes.
or appliques at the waist
Yes.
to create those curves.
Oh, I can just picture that.
Yes.
That sounds so pretty.
It's beautiful. Okay, this next one's interesting.
Okay.
The rectangle shape.
Yes.
They describe this as having consistent bust, waist, and hip measurements.
So not as many curves.
So like less curvy.
Yeah.
What's the approach there?
Well, they actually suggest two different directions.
Okay.
One is to create the illusion of curves
Okay.
by using things like draping,
Oh, okay.
peplums, or belts
Got it.
to define the waistline.
But they also mention that a sheath or draped gown
Uh-huh.
can create a sleek column effect,
Oh, okay.
which can be very flattering
Oh, wow.
on a rectangle shape, too.
So it's not just about like trying to create curves.
No, it's about understanding your options.
If you don't have them.
Yeah.
Right.
And choosing what makes you feel good.
Yeah.
It's not about fitting into a mold,
Right.
you know.
I love that.
Yeah.
And so
We've covered 4 different body types there.
right.
But they really make a point of saying
Yes.
it's not just about
Yes.
fitting into this like
Get into a category.
specific category.
Exactly. They really stress that.
Yeah.
It's just a starting point.
Okay.
Trying on a variety of styles and necklines
Yeah.
is crucial because ultimately personal preference
Yes.
is key.
I love that.
Yeah.
Like, don't be afraid to experiment.
yeah.
You might be surprised
You might be surprised.
at what looks amazing on you.
Exactly. You might think you're an A-line person.
But that you put on a sheath dress and you're like,
Totally.
wow, this is incredible.
This reminds me of my friend
Yeah.
who was helping her mom
Oh.
find a mother of the bride dress.
Yeah.
And her mom was convinced she could only wear A-lines. But my friend convinced her to try on a fit and flare.
Oh, nice.
And she was blown away
I love it.
by how much she loved it. It
Yeah.
totally changed her perspective.
Yeah. Sometimes we get stuck
Yeah,
in our heads about what we think we should wear.
totally.
But it's all about being open to new possibilities.
That's so true.
Yeah.
And speaking of finding the perfect fit,
Yes.
they also make a really great point about tailoring.
Oh, tailoring is a game changer.
I know.
It's about getting that perfect fit
Yeah.
that accentuates your best features
Yes.
and makes you feel absolutely confident
It's
true.
true.
and put together.
Because even if you find a dress you love,
Yeah.
if it doesn't fit quite right,
Right.
it's not going to look its best.
Absolutely. It's that extra step that
Yeah.
takes it from good to amazing.
I love that.
Yeah. It's like the difference between a house and a home.
Oh, that's a good analogy.
They might have the same basic structure,
Yeah.
but it's those personal touches
Yeah.
that make it truly special.
So we've covered a lot of ground
Yeah.
with these different body shapes and dress styles.
Yes.
But it sounds like the main takeaway
Yeah.
is that,
Personal preference.
yeah, personal preference should be
Should be the guiding factor.
the guiding star.
Absolutely. And remember,
Yeah,
this is your son or daughter's wedding,
right.
but you deserve to feel incredible too. It's a celebration
Yes.
for everyone involved.
We've talked a lot about the dress itself,
Yes.
but you mentioned earlier that it's all connected.
Right.
Like the accessories, the hairstyle, the shoes.
It's like creating a masterpiece.
Yeah.
The dress is the canvas,
Yes.
but you need those other elements
Totally.
to bring the whole picture to life.
Okay, so as we're kind of wrapping up this
Yeah.
part of our deep dive,
Uh-huh.
I want to leave our listener with something to think about.
Okay.
We've explored these specific
Yes.
style tips,
Uh-huh.
but
But what about going beyond?
yeah, how can you pull together a look
Yes.
that really reflects your personality
Yes.
and makes you shine on this special day?
That's the exciting part.
Yeah.
It's like taking all this amazing advice
Yes.
that we've been discussing
Yeah.
and making it your own.
Yes.
You know?
Yes, I love that.
Think about the accessories that you love.
Okay.
The hairstyle that makes you feel confident.
Yay.
The shoes that will let you dance the night away.
It's about expressing yourself.
Exactly.
You're not fitting into some
Yeah.
generic mother of the bride mold.
No. Maybe you have a statement necklace that you always get compliments on.
Yeah.
Or a pair of earrings that were a gift from your son or daughter.
I love that.
Those personal touches can add so much meaning
Yeah.
to your look.
And what about hairstyles?
Oh,
This didn't really touch on that.
no, they didn't.
It did.
But it's definitely something to consider.
yeah.
Do you want to wear your hair up, down, or somewhere in between?
Yeah.
Do you want something classic and elegant,
Uh-huh.
or something more modern and edgy?
Oh, right.
It all depends on your personal style
Yeah.
and the overall vibe of the wedding.
This is making me think about shoes, too.
Shoes, yes.
You're going to be on your feet a lot.
You are.
So comfort is important,
Yeah.
but you also want to look stylish.
And the shoes can tie into the aesthetic, too.
Oh, yeah.
You know, if the wedding is more formal,
Yeah.
you might opt for heels
Right.
or elegant flats.
But if it's more casual.
If it's more casual, maybe you can wear some stylish sandals
Oh, cute.
or even some fun sneakers
Oh, I love that.
that match your dress.
Sneakers with a dress can be so chic
They can.
these days.
And they're comfortable
And they're comfortable.
for dancing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
We've covered a lot of ground today,
I know it's been.
from understanding different body types
Yes.
to exploring personal style
Right.
and even thinking about those details like
Yeah.
accessories and shoes.
It's really about pulling it all together
It is.
to create a look that makes you feel
Confident, beautiful.
Confident, beautiful.
And ready to celebrate.
Yes.
It's an amazing milestone.
Your family.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think that's the perfect note to end on.
You guys.
Feeling confident, beautiful, and ready to celebrate.
Yes.
To all the wonderful mothers of the bride and groom out there.
Yeah.
We hope this deep dive has given you some inspiration.
Absolutely.
And helpful tips as you embark on this exciting journey.
Yeah.
Of finding the perfect dress.
Yes.
And creating a look that truly reflects who you are.
Remember.
Yes.
It's your day to shine too.
Oh.
Choose a dress that makes you feel amazing.
I love that.
Embrace your personal style. And enjoy every moment
Yes.
of this special occasion.
And don't forget the power of tailoring.
No.
It can make all the difference.
It can.
Until next time.
Yes.
Keep diving deep.
Keep diving deep.
And keep shining bright.
And keep shining bright.
And it's so nice to hear a bridal shop that's like,
yeah.
you know, not just like,
right.
These are the rules.
Right.
You must follow them.
It's about you.
It's about you.
Yes.
So refreshing.
Absolutely celebrating your individuality.
Yes, exactly.
And finding what makes you feel your best.
All right, we've got one more body type to discuss
Right.
before we move on to some broader advice.
Okay.
They call this one the inverted triangle shape.
Okay.
Which is essentially the same
The
as...
strawberry shape.
Yeah, what some people call the strawberry shape.
Right. So this is where you have broader shoulders,
right.
fuller bust compared to your hips.
And again, they recommend V-necks and foot and flare dresses.
Yes.
For this shape.
Because the goals are similar.
Okay.
You know, we're softening the upper body,
right.
adding some volume below to create that balance.
Right. So V-necks.
V-necks create that longer, slimming line.
Yes.
And fit and flare accentuates the waist
right.
while adding curves to the hips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting how certain styles can work for different body types,
Yeah.
but it's all about like how they're used.
It is.
To achieve a certain goal.
Exactly. It's not about the dress itself.
Yeah.
It's about how it works with your body.
Yeah.
And the overall look you're going for.
So what really struck me in this blog post,
Yes.
beyond the specific body type advice, was their emphasis on just trying on a variety of styles.
That's so crucial.
And necklines.
You might think you know what you like.
Yeah.
But then you could be surprised by what looks amazing.
Totally.
Once you try it on.
Right.
You know, you might think you're an A-line person.
Yeah.
But then you put on a sheath dress and you're like, wow, this is incredible.
This reminds me of my friend who was helping her mom find a mother of the bride dress.
Okay.
And her mom was convinced she could only wear A-lines. But my friend like convinced her to try on a fit and flare.
Good.
And she was blown away.
I love that.
By how much she loved it.
Yeah.
It totally changed her perspective.
That's a perfect example.
Yeah.
Sometimes we get stuck in our heads about what we think we should wear.
Totally.
But it's all about being open to new possibilities.
And speaking of finding that perfect fit,
yes,
they also make a great point about tailoring.
Oh, tailoring is a game changer.
Right.
It's about getting that perfect fit.
Yeah.
That accentuates your best features.
Yes.
Makes you feel absolutely confident and put together.
Because even if you find a dress you love, if it doesn't fit quite right, it's not going to look its best.
It's not. It's that extra step
that
takes it from good to amazing.
I love that.
Yeah. It's like the difference between a house and a home.
Oh, that's a good analogy.
They might have the same basic structure.
Yeah.
But it's those personal touches that make it truly special.
So we've covered a lot of ground with these different body shapes and dress styles.
Right.
But it sounds like the main takeaway is that personal preference.
Personal preference should be the guiding factor.
Should be like the guiding factor.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And remember, this is your son or daughter's wedding.
Right.
But you deserve to feel incredible, too.
So true.
It's a celebration for everyone involved.
We've talked a lot about the dress itself.
Yes, we have.
But you mentioned earlier that it's all connected.
It is.
The accessories, the hairstyle, the shoes.
It's like creating a masterpiece.
Yes.
The dress is the canvas.
Yeah.
But you need those other elements to bring the whole picture to life.
Okay, so as we wrap up this part of our deep dive, I want to leave our listener with something to think about.
Okay.
We've explored these specific style tips.
Yes.
But what about going beyond just the dress itself?
Oh, yeah.
How can you pull together a look that really reflects your personality?
That's the fun part.
For this special day.
It is.
Yeah.
You know, it's like taking all this amazing advice we've been discussing and making it your own.
Right.
Think about like the accessories that you love.
Okay.
The hairstyle that makes you feel confident.
Yeah.
The shoes that will let you dance the night away.
It's about expressing yourself.
Absolutely.
Not just fitting into some...
Not fitting into a mold.
Yeah, generic mother of the bride mold.
No.
Right.
Maybe you have a statement necklace that you always get compliments on.
Oh, totally.
Or a pair of earrings that were a gift from your son or daughter.
Oh, that's sweet.
You know those little personal touches?
Yeah.
It can add so much meaning to your look.
And what about hairstyles?
Hairstyles.
Like this blog post didn't really touch on that.
Didn't really touch on that.
I didn't.
But it's definitely something to consider.
Right. Like up, down.
Up, down.
Half up, half down.
In between.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want something classic and elegant? Or something more modern and edgy?
Totally.
You know? But it all depends on your personal style.
Yeah.
And the overall vibe of the wedding.
This is making me think about shoes, too.
Oh, shoes, yes.
I mean, you're going to be on your feet a lot.
You are going to be on your feet a lot.
So comfort is important.
Yes. Comfort is key.
But you also want to look stylish.
Right. And the shoes can tie in to the aesthetic, too.
Totally.
You know, if the wedding's more formal, you might opt for heels.
Okay.
Or elegant flats.
Right. But if it's more casual?
More casual.
Yeah.
You know, maybe a stylish sandal.
Oh.
Or even like a fun sneaker.
Oh, I love that.
That matches your dress.
I know sneakers with a dress can be so chic.
They can.
These days.
And comfortable for dancing.
So comfortable.
Yeah.
We've covered a lot of ground today.
Yeah.
From understanding different body types.
Yes.
To exploring personal style.
Yes.
And even thinking about all those details.
The details.
Yeah, like accessories and shoes.
Yeah, it's really about pulling it all together.
Right.
To create a look.
Yeah.
That makes you feel confident. And beautiful.
And beautiful and ready to celebrate.
And ready to celebrate.
This amazing milestone.
With your family.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's the perfect note to end on.
It is.
Feeling confident, beautiful, and ready to celebrate.
Yes.
To all our wonderful mothers of the bride and groom out there.
Absolutely.
We hope this deep dive has given you some inspiration and helpful tips as you embark on this exciting journey of finding the perfect dress and creating a look that truly reflects who you are.
Remember, it's your day to shine, too. Choose a dress that makes you feel amazing.
I love that.
Embrace your personal style.
Yes.
And enjoy every moment of this special occasion.
It's all about celebrating.
It is.
Yeah. And don't forget the power of tailoring.
No.
It can make all the difference.
All the difference.
Okay. Until next time.
Until next time.
Keep diving deep.
Keep diving deep.
And keep shining bright.
And keep shining bright.